Let me get down to the bottom of the questions because I have a question for you. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you put in the chat box? You can hear me okay? And you should be looking at a DS Domination screen. Why? Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to take that as you can hear me okay. Awesome. So we're going to be talking about DS Domination tonight. We just launched a brand new platform, brand new thinking in the industry. Our bold statement that's coming true all across the internet, all across Facebook, all across bank accounts, is it's the only program in existence where you can make money using the product. I'll clarify that. You know, there's a company out there, for example, that sells milkshakes. You can't make money just drinking milkshakes, okay? And any other programs out there, you cannot make money just using the product. But for nearly 10 years, I was doing over $1 million in sales on eBay from my living room with zero overhead, zero things in my garage, except for stuff that I bought for my family, but zero things in my garage, no storage. Called it drop shipping 10 years ago when I started this campaign. Came home from work, have not worked since. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And what you're going to see is that you have kind of, well, you absolutely have an unlimited customer base and virtually unlimited supply of items to provide for those customers that want to buy those items. And you're also going to have the means to determine which to sell and what things to sell to satisfy those customers' craving for certain items, and with zero overhead. So one of the best platforms I've ever seen. You're also going to see how to make money exposing and sharing the product with other people that you know, or online, et cetera, et cetera. So let me roll out DS Domination. What we're talking about here, the first phase of this call is going to be just talking about the product and what we do, and you know, some proof right on eBay that it works. And then the second phase, I'm going to bring out Kevin, and he's going to talk to you how you can make money sharing the product. So you can make money using the product, and you can make money sharing the ability to use the product with others and get paid for referring people over here. And really, it's as simple as this. I just got a split screen up here of Amazon and eBay. This is our level 1 training. We call this Pro. Okay, and Kevin will roll out all the levels and the visual and everything else for you shortly. But we call this Pro, and all it is we're going to be showing you how to marry together two historic mortal enemies in the industry, which is Amazon and eBay. What we're going to be doing is showing you how to go over to Amazon and simply copy and paste images and descriptions and place the items over onto your eBay account, sell the item for high, sell it high, and then buy it low. So I'll give you an example. You can see the dishes on the bottom left. Let's say those dishes cost $30, okay? You're going to get trained how to put them on eBay for, say, $50. And when your customer buys those dishes, that money's going to end up in your PayPal account, $50 minus some fees, like $42, $43 in your PayPal account. Then with that money, you already have $43. It's your money. You can then go back over, get the dishes for $30, ship it right to your customer, fulfilling the order with my lousy box diagram here, send the box right to the customer. You haven't touched the box, you haven't done anything, and you're just keeping the change. You're keeping the money. You're making $13, $14, $15, $20, $50, $100, okay? So it's really that simple. So we've brought it down to a level where we know everybody can copy and paste. And I want to dial this down a little bit easier and describe this a little more. So you might say to yourself, well, how do I know what products to search? Well, eBay will deem that for you. When I was first initially training people, they wanted to sell what they're comfortable with. Well, I really like teacups, or I really like quilts, or I really like computers. It doesn't matter what you like. It matters the millions of people around the world, billions, that want to buy products. So you say to yourself, what is selling? And I show in the course exactly how you determine what to sell based on what has sold in the past. It takes 2 seconds. It's not difficult. Once you find something that's sold for $50, $60, $70, $100, you go over to Amazon, you research the cost of it, and deem whether or not you can make money with it, and then go ahead and list it. So everybody can do that. The next phase is you're just going to put a title up. You're actually going to be on eBay, click sell, put a title in, use a title optimizer we have to have the best title. Learn, if you don't know how to save a picture and put it over to eBay. You're going to then learn how to price the product, and then you're going to learn how to copy and paste the description from Amazon, and then you're going to click continue and submit. And this whole process that I just described in the pro training to put a listing up once you've gone through the training will take you about 4 minutes to put up a listing. So 4 minutes equals 15 listings an hour. Our years, nearly a decade of numbers, shows that of every listing you put up, you're going to make $5. Let me describe that. If you put up 15 listings, 1 hour's work, for a month, you will make $75. Now, does that mean all 15 will sell and there's a $5 profit? No. What it means is if you put up 15 listings, on average, you will have $75 more than you had if you did not put up 15 listings. One might sell 15 times, 5 might sell 3 times, 1 might sell 2 times, and the other one sells 7 times. But this is the average across the board of what you're going to make, basically $75 an hour once you know how to list things on here. So you put up 100 listings, you're going to make $500 a month on average. It's unbeatable money. I don't know anybody out there making $75 an hour, and this is just the pro level. Now, I want to give you some samples on eBay and some kind of proof on how this works here. Let me bring up eBay really quick so you can see some of the people. And I've done many demonstrations where I just started from scratch, but I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys some examples tonight of people succeeding with this that I've worked with and not worked with. And let me go over to ebay.com right now. I'm going to click on advanced search. On the left side, I'm going to click on buy seller, and I'm going to type in the seller ID just to give you guys a little introspect on the money that people are making over here. And I see here that he has 1,717 results. These are all being drop shipped from Amazon, okay? I'm going to click on some results. Here's a actually, I'll do the buy it now. So here's a Zen Garden for $34.95. When I click on that, you'll see up here that he sold 3 of these Zen Gardens for $35, okay? I'm going to go down. I'm going to grab part of his description. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to head over to Amazon. I'm going to paste this in, and I'm going to click go. Here's the Zen Garden for $21. So he made $14 a pop, times 3, $42 for 4 minutes worth of work putting up this listing. I say 4 minutes worth of work because when this sells out, it will auto-relist with the training that I provide. It will automatically go back up, and you'll never have to spend that 4 minutes again once you get that done. So $42 for 4 minutes of work, minus some eBay fees, made about $35 for 4 minutes worth of work. What was the work that he did? After researching using the techniques that I show in the training at the pro level, he matter-of-factly moved this picture over to eBay and then took these bullet points right down here. You see them? White purified sand, meditation book, bamboo rake. If I'm over on here, you'll see he just grabs the description from there, okay? And then he'll grab some of the product description from there, moves it over to eBay, lists it for sale. Now, if you ran across this, what would you do? You would sell it for $33.95 and use our title optimizer to out-title this because this is a terrible title, okay? That's what you would learn. You would learn in the training that as a buyer looking for something like this, you would never type in, I want a Zen Garden, set, fast, ship, new. Those are wasted words. You'll learn that in the title optimizer. So you'll always come up best in search on eBay with the training and be able to rank higher than everybody else and outsell everybody else, which begs the question, well, what about competition? Let me give you a quick example of competition. And again, this is just at the pro level. There's all kinds of other sites to access all around the internet and billions and millions of more items to use. But if I go over to Amazon, I type in just the color blue, you'll see there's 13 million results. So if, if a million people were here on the call, you could put up 13 listings each with something with the color blue in it, okay? So there's just no competition or no saturation point with all these choices, all the title variations that could take place, all the ways people find you, linking in from Google, from Yahoo, and Bing. So I'll ask some people on this Quest call right now, and go ahead and just put this in the chat box. Do you think you could handle copying and pasting descriptions and pictures over to eBay and making money. Is that not the most easiest way compared to anything else you've ever seen for the ability to make money? I just showed it to you. There's no yeah, but you still have to code this and generate this and get that and everything else. There it is right there in front of you. And it's not a one-hit wonder like one guy told a Zen Garden. I could go through all of these listings and find more and more stuff. But look at the buy it now. If I don't have this set up, you might not have sold any of these. I don't know. In fact, he didn't. Good. Now you know I don't have it set up. So as I go through this, I'll try and find another buy it now. If you don't know what a buy it now is, people are bidding on this. This is a buy it now. So I'll grab this two-person knapsack. He didn't sell any of this. So I'll go up to an auction, and I'll look at this surge strip that's about to sell for $35 in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So he's selling this surge strip. He's got a bid on it. It's going to sell for $35. And if I grab part of this and head over to Amazon to check the cost, I will discover for 4 minutes work, it's $24 right here. He's going to make $11 minus some fees. So he's going to make $7 or $8 for 4 minutes work putting this up. Let me show you a couple other people that I've trained just on the pro level and their success as well. If, again, I click item by seller and I put in here another seller ID, BLD304, and I click this completed listings box and I click search, look at all the stuff that's sold. You can tell they're Amazon photos from the all-white background, and with the training, you'll sell at nearly a 65% clip. It looks like he's selling at like 99%, okay? I'll give you one more example. If I type in here seller ID New York and click search, you'll see this person here is selling at a very high clip as well, all Amazon photos, okay? Now, if I check his feedback to see if this is a viable income earning opportunity, I will see he has 99.2% feedback. I can tell you from experience, a person will leave feedback 1 in 3 times once you're an established seller. So 25,000 feedback indicates to me he's made about 75,000 sales. When I was doing eBay, I ended my career with 2,500 listings up and 100% feedback, and you guys will be able to do the same with the pro training. So there was a little bit of background there that I don't usually do, but I just want to let you guys know overall what you're going to be doing. It requires the training to be able to do this, but what you're going to be doing is taking pictures and descriptions from Amazon and moving them over to eBay and listing them. You're saying to yourself, well, why wouldn't they just go buy it at Amazon? I'll answer that, but again, I can show you people that are doing this with 99.2, 100% feedback all over eBay right now that have gone through this training and are having massive success with it. But the answer to the question is everybody doesn't price comparison shop. If you take any article of clothing you're wearing right now, it's almost 100% guarantee you did not get the lowest price unless you made it yourself. Prices are marked up across the board. Everybody doesn't price compare. For sure, somebody will see this Royal Albert tea set and price compare it, but probably 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10 people won't bother. They'll just say, hey, I like this. I'm going to go ahead and order that. Or I like this. I'm going to go ahead and order this. Or I like this. I'm going to go ahead and order this, where you have it marked up on eBay. All right? And that's the life we live in. Everything goes in higher markups all across the board. Somebody makes it in the country from scratch, and then it's shipped, and then it's sold by warehouses, and then it's sold by, another middleman, then it's sold by a company, and we're just matter-of-factly tapping into that massive cash flow that's out there, and I've done it for nearly a decade now, and now I'm sharing with you guys at the pro level. Now, as you go up in different levels, as Kevin's going to bring out here and explain to you guys, we have different levels. The next level is going to be the elite level, and in the elite level, you're going to see, instead of $5, $10, $15, $20 money-making items, you're going to have access to other sources where the markups that you can make are $50, $100, $150, $200. You're also going to be able to access different programs where you can get cash back rewards, where you're going to get back $1,000 in cash back rewards at the end of the year from major companies. All right, you're going to get tools in there to make your life easier, faster, and to be able to get items up on eBay quicker and make even more money, more research tools. You're also going to discover something called Unleashed. In Unleashed, there's all kinds of different programs in there and more tools and more sites to make even more money, including one of the best sites that I've ever used in my life with nearly, I mean, they advertise 1 trillion items, but they don't have 1 trillion items, but they have more than anything I've ever seen on the planet, and just amazing, amazing prices there. And Kevin will roll out and show you what the Unleashed looks like in the, you know, the hierarchy of everything, okay? And then we have what we're, this is the one that kind of has the internet and everybody else is kind of going crazy right now, is what we're terming DSD monopoly. DSD monopoly is where we've kind of flipped it upside down. eBay is an incredible, reliable source to make great money. And what's happening is everybody are pulling and putting listings up on eBay, and that's fantastic. What I've done is I've reversed the flow, and I've taken sites from all over the internet, and now I'm teaching how to get those items up on Amazon. Here's the difference. eBay is a great money-making venue, but it's filled with folks that are looking for deals and stuff like that, and you have shoppers that aren't going to spend as much money as they are on Amazon. They're purely business, ready to go over there. They're ready to purchase. Where on eBay, a lot of the buyers are also sellers, okay? On Amazon, I equate it to eBay's like Walmart and Amazon's like Macy's. So there's a lot less sellers on Amazon because you have to know some different tricks and different things and different codes to get your items up and get them placed and get them ranked and everything else. There's a lot less sellers and a ton more traffic, high quality traffic. I'll give you a quick example. If I'm over here and I type in massage chair on Amazon, I'm going to see that massage chairs, you know, this is some sort of, I'm sorry, this is, yeah, massage chair. This is not really a massage chair, right? That's one that you sit in a professional clinic. I'm talking one, you know, the lazy boy you watch TV and sports with, right? So this is $198, $599, $144. We have places in, you know, suppliers and stuff like that were the same chairs, $49. So you're going to be able to not only move the chair over to Amazon with our training and put it up for $99, $129, $119.99, but you're not going to sell one a week. It'll just start flying off the shelf, okay? And that's the difference where I've flipped it completely around because of the less competition over here, but more traffic, more ready-to-buy buyers, and we're calling that DSD monopoly. Now, we can't even cover everything here. I'm going to tell you later on in the call how we're also blowing it up on Google and selling stuff all over Google. And again, all of this is copy and paste, one click of the button. Anybody on the planet can do it, including my 77-year-old mother who's making some serious coin up in Nova Scotia, Canada, doing this sort of stuff. So I'm going to bring out Kevin, who's going to give you a visualization of the different levels. And really, what you need to keep in mind is, can I copy and paste? Yes. Okay. How am I going to make money? Well, it's offline or online. You know what you're making offline. You know what you're making at your job. And if that's satisfactory, congratulations, you're in a very small percentage. But if you want to make money online, what else is there? There's high yield programs that keep going down nonstop. There's traditional network marketing, physical product programs, difficult to grow for most. There's insane programming, weird tricks, ClickBank type stuff, and you know, 1% of 1% can do it, and the other 99.99% sell it to you, all right? Or here's something real. Here's something that you can do, the average person can do. That's one of our mandates. Can the average person do it? Look, if somebody comes to us and says, look, we got the miracle thing, but you have to be 1% above average to do it, we're not going to roll it out, okay? We are passionate about the average person has to be able to do it, all right? And that's where we lay. So I'm going to grab Kevin here really quick and get him to come out here and make him a presenter.
Awesome, awesome. Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Let me hear you in the chat.
I'm doing good. Awesome. Doing great. Oh, Kevin.
All right, can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen? You should see Google. Can you see that? Awesome, awesome. Cool, cool, cool. All right, guys. So I'm pretty excited about this because if you've been in any kind of affiliate or network marketing industry, this is going to kind of blow you away a little bit. I'm gonna change the concept for you. And before I get into this, I've got to say that we have two separate groups of people here. We have customers and we have affiliates. Not everybody in the system wants to be an affiliate. All right, that's just how it is. A lot of people, maybe they just want to sell on eBay. And that's why we have our products and our services to help them do that. They can sell on Amazon, they can leverage the training, they can leverage the system, the software, and everything that we have here. So customers are in droves. I think we have a 5-to-1 customer ratio. It's kind of crazy. And that's great. That's what we want. We want a lot of people in here making money for the first time. All right. But what I want to do is, since I'm on Google, it's all the rave these days. You hear about 100% commissions here and 100% commissions there, and it seems like all these affiliate products and all of these businesses are trying to find a way to go to a 100% commission business model. You guys have seen that, right? Let me hear you in the chat. Let me hear you in the chat. So what I'm going to do is type in 100% commissions. And I want to show you something. It's all over the place, right? Look at 100% here, 100% there, everywhere. Well, if I type in 175% commissions, nothing comes up, right? Because that's crazy. Who could pay out 175% commissions? I want you to set that in the back of your mind because we're going to come back to that. All right. So in this entire course, what you're doing is you're learning how to sell from eBay and on Amazon and all these different billion-dollar companies, right? Well, we have our built-in compensation plan into DS Domination, where if you want to be an affiliate, if you choose to be an affiliate, we're going to obviously compensate you for that, and we look forward to sending you some huge checks. So I want to break down this compensation plan, and then we're going to circle back to that 175% thing I was talking about. So here's our compensation plan, and you guys can download this PDF, but what I want to do is break down the tiers, okay? And I want you to think of it like this. If you have access to a product, meaning if you bought Pro or if you bought Elite or if you bought Domination, okay, any of the levels that we have here, if you've got those levels, you are now, if you become an affiliate, you are now able to sell those and make a profit on that, leveraging our system. So on level 1, guys, this is how the commissions break down. On level 1, any of your personal sales, you're going to make 50%. 50%. I want you to think about that, because most, traditional stuff that we've been involved in, it's something like 7 to 12% at the most. That's kind of on the high end. You really don't make a lot of money on your personal sales. It's all about growing this giant, massive, enormous team, and you've got to be the top 1% to make a lot of money there. And we've been that top 1%. We've been in those shoes, but it's difficult. It's hard. It's hard for anybody to do it, no matter what they tell you. So we wanted to make sure that you guys were getting enough money up front in the commission structure to two sales, and you're at least breaking even, and you're paying for your tuition. Okay, you're paying for your tuition here, and you're in the system free. Now on level 2, guys, we're going to pay out 10%. So if you refer John and John goes out there and he does the training, and 6 months later he says, you know what, I love this, I'm making money on eBay, and his uncle says, hey, how are you making money on eBay? How is that possible? Well, check out this site. He becomes an affiliate. He refers somebody back to us. You're going to make 10% on that second level. And then the subsequent levels, guys, 5% on your third, 3% on your fourth, 2% on your fifth. And if for those of you who go out there and become massive builders, and when I say massive builders, I mean 14 people in your entire organization. If you have an organization, not you sponsor 14 people total come into your downline in our company, we're going to open up levels 6 through 10. Okay, guys, it's only 14 people, which is ridiculous. And now you're earning 1% on levels 6 through 10. And here's our product lineup in the compensation plan. And we'll take a look in the back office here in a minute. But at the pro level, it's $19.99 a month. At the elite level, it's $99 a month, and then the DSD Unleashed and Monopoly are standalone products, $249 and $499. Those are standalone products, and if you've purchased them and you're using them and leveraging them, and you're an affiliate, then you're able to sell them. You're able to sell them and make 50% commissions, again, anyone you refer. Okay, and it goes down all through 10 levels if you're qualified for it. So those are our different levels that we've got. Here's kind of a breakdown, hypothetical income breakdown. You see these on all comp plans. Same here, we got one too. But if you were to go ahead and refer 30 pro, and these are what's crazy is we actually made this comp plan, guys, before we even started. We made this slide, okay, this compensation plan PDF, because this is what we thought the hypothetical scenarios would be. And it's funny because it's actually right in line with this. It's right in line with this, so we're pretty excited. So if you had 30 people come in at pro, you'd be making 300 a month. All right. Out of those 30 people, if you stopped and never did anything, and they never did anything, and nothing else ever happened, organically, 30% of those folks are going to upgrade to the elite, and then 30% of those folks are going to upgrade to the unleashed, and 30% would upgrade to monopoly. So in this scenario, if you referred 30 people, again, nothing happens. They don't refer anybody. You don't build 10 levels deep. Just you put in 30 people. Hypothetically, you'd be walking away with $1,400 a month, or $1,400 plus total, $800 residual. So pretty cool, guys. That's really exciting to me because our numbers are actually reflecting that. Now, I told you that we actually pay out 175%. I want to break that down because our compensation plan, if you add up how much we pay out in the 10 tiers, it's 75%. If you had people on all 10 levels and you had 14 people or more, the total payouts come out to 75%. That's just the basic math of it. We pay out an insane amount of income on the compensation plan. But the other 100% comes into play if I go over back to the internet. Anything that if you guys go to Amazon and you do what Roger just did, and you grabbed this welding helmet or whatever is on this screen, you grabbed it and you listed it on eBay with the training, just that training, you list that on eBay and you sell it, guys, that's 100% of that money is your money. It's your money. It goes straight to your PayPal. I want anyone here who's watching this and just had an aha moment, just hit me up in the chat. Let me know if that makes sense to you. 100% of that money is your money, guys. No other opportunity, no other affiliate company, no other product can you go out there, join, and really make 175%. In fact, you can't make money with any other product out there. I know Roger talked about that, but it is so true. I've been in companies where I've gotten the product come to my house and it's made me stronger and it's made me healthier. And, sometimes it gives me a headache. you know, it does stuff for me and it does stuff to me, but it doesn't put more money in my bank account just having that in using that product. If you have and use our products, then you will make money. If you use our products and you go out there and you generate an income with just our products alone, even if you never refer anybody, you're still at 100% commissions. You start referring people and now you have that chance to be at 175% commissions. So this to me, guys, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I love the way the average person can come in here, make money with eBay. Roger was talking about his mom's doing it. My father-in-law is doing this, and he only does it like literally a couple minutes a day, and he's making $800 or $900 a month. Last time I talked to him, and he's doing it a couple minutes a day. And I'm like, Dad, why don't you do this more? Why don't you just why don't you do it for an hour a day? No, he's happy where he is. But the point is, he's making money with the products if he never refers anybody. He's not a marketer. He can't refer anyone, and that's fine. That's okay. He's still making money here. And for those of you who do refer people, well, you just saw that your opportunity to make money is just huge. But once you guys are in here, if you're in here in the back office of DS Domination and you're building and you're growing, this is where we house all the training. Okay, the pro level, the elite level, the unleashed level, the monopoly level, the marketing extreme pack, and I'm hoping Roger talks a little bit more about monopoly because I'm going to tell you guys, and I'll leave you with this, and I'll turn you back over to Roger. When he created this product, when he created monopoly, he told me, he said, Kevin, that if I had nothing, if I had absolutely no money in my pocket, then I could just go out and use a couple of things in Monopoly and I would be set for life. He's like, you don't understand. what we're giving away here with Monopoly. You don't understand. And my first reaction is, well, let's make it a $2,000 product, right? Or he's like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I can't. The amount of information in here, people can just make so money with it. It's just hard to part with. So yeah, I hope you go over a little bit more about this Monopoly, Raj, because I'm telling you guys, it's insane. And I said, yeah, just send me over the video so I can go through them. And he sends them over. I go through the videos, and it's crazy. It's 100% true. He's outdone himself this time. So Raj, with that, my friend, I'm going to turn it back over to you unless we have any questions on the comp plan. You guys have any questions for me? All right, we want to hear some more about the future direction. Raj, can you hear me right now? Are you still with me, brother?
Yeah, I got you. I was on mute. Sorry about that.
Okay, cool,
Okay, can you
cool,
hear me?
cool. I am.
I was saying I don't want to talk about the monopoly because I don't want anybody buying it because I want to fall back on it one day. So
I
the
know, I know.
monopoly's terrible. Stay away from it. Now the monopoly, I have one video in there where I take a major monster supplier, okay, and I show you how to get 25% off of everything they offer. Now that doesn't mean anything to you yet, okay? But when I say major supplier, as far as listing things on eBay go, it's like your grocery store. It's as good as getting 25% off your groceries at your local store, doing nothing for the rest of your life. Okay, the part of the training that's in there, and there's just no competition. One of the videos, I take a pillow top mattress thing you put on your mattress. I don't know what it is, kind of crazy thing, and it's got gel in it or something crazy. And I go over, and they're $100, $200, $300, and your cost is $49 plus 25% off of that. And then I show you how to get cash back on every single product that you've ever sold in the Monopoly. And then I show you how to put listings up. Then I show you how to get what's called in the inbox on Amazon, which is the main box on Amazon to get your stuff sold. And it's just phenomenal. Also in that, in the extreme, or actually it's in the elite, the Bonanza module.
Yeah.
That thing's crazy. So what that does for you is you're listing on eBay, right? And you're making sales, whoop, whoop, congratulations. In one click of the button, you're going to be able to put all your items out onto Google, all right? And no thought into it. Now, Google's a vast ocean of confusing and crazy stuff. I mean, for me, I don't even use Gmail. I don't get it, all right? I'm a little behind the times for that, or the Google Plus One. Or it just seems like, I'll talk to people like, are you using the new Google Spinorama, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't have a clue. Okay? So, but this company, what you're going to be able to do, one click of the button, they go out and they know all the cool stuff. And they get you on all the shopping comparison sites. And they get you on all the sites. And they do all the geeky stuff I don't know how to do. And you just tell them, you say, hey, I'm willing to pay 10% to you for advertising it for me, or 12% or 15%. It goes up to 17%, but you don't care because you set the market, you set the price. If you got a file cabinet it's going to cost you $50 from xsite.com. You just say, all right, I'm going to put it up for $99, and I'll pay you $17 if it sells, 17%. And the more percentage you're willing to offer them, it goes as high as 17%. The more they market it for you, it costs you nothing to put it up there. So you can transfer all your eBay items over. So what do you have now? Overall, if you had everything, you would have people shopping your items on Amazon. Do you think there's a few customers on Amazon? You'd have people shopping your stuff on eBay. You'd have people shopping your stuff on Google. There's not much more out there. I mean, you can go on Yahoo and Bing, I guess. I haven't put anything about that, but who cares? You got access to a bazillion customers. So that's in one of the trainings, how to put all your items out onto Google with one click of the button. And the Monopoly is all about the less competition and the flood of buyers and ease to sell stuff on Amazon. The other markets are videos on just massive suppliers. Everything from, you ever see the guy at the flea market that's got all this Disney memorabilia, and you're like, how do you have that? And like a Mickey Mouse is $100. Well, I'm going to show you where to get it for like $10. that type of stuff. And you can drop ship that, or you can use it at your local flea market, whatever you want to do. You know, they got the solar lights for $2 and all this silliness. I got sites like that in the that's in the Unleash training. But what you want to do is engage. And when you get into the pro training and you take a look, you're going to know that you're going to make ridiculous amounts of money. Okay, just in the pro training, you're going to make ridiculous amounts of money. The elite training is all about making that money quicker. And basically, you'll see, hey, I can make $10 on an item. Profit. Awesome. Remember, it takes 4 minutes to listen to items. So that's really good money. And then you're going to say, well, I can make $100 on an item in elite. That's 10 times more, 10 times less the work. So do I want to be on the sandy beach and retire in 1 month or 10 months or 2 months or 20 months or 1 year or 10 years? Okay. And then the other one, just accelerate the process. And we're getting amazing feedback. Just sold my first item. Just sold my first item on bananas. Just sold this. Just sold that. And just people are having incredible results right out of the gate. And we're just going to be adding more and more and more. And we had our other partner, Hitesh, on last night, and he was talking about this. And this is just incredible stuff. It's so hard to, you know, trust people. And even when you meet them, for crying out loud, it's hard to trust them. And as you get to know us, you'll eventually establish that. But in the background, when we're not on these calls and we're not talking about what we have for you guys, and if you're not getting the passion to change your lives yet, that's cool. But in the background, we're always talking about taking the average person and getting them to win. And one of the things we're going to be putting back there in the next 24 hours, and Kevin, correct me on this if I'm wrong, I think it's going to go in at the pro level, is you're going to be able to fill out what are called CPA offers and make money. Now, we had a question last night, what's a CPA offer, so I'll go over it. A CPA offer is there's companies out there that know the value of a customer, and they set the value. They'll say one customer's worth, over time, $276 to us. So we want a customer, so we're willing to pay X amount of dollars for somebody to try our product. And I'll give you an example. When I went to test a CPA offer that's going to be going back here, it was an app. And I downloaded the app and I could play this little game. And the game site, it was like video games and spin the wheel, Price is Right, not poker or anything like that, just, you know, fun games. And they had competitions, like a boggle competition or something like that, where if you wanted to pay $1, you could compete and maybe win $10, just small stuff like that. So their thinking is, okay, we know if somebody registers at our site and downloads our app, on average, they spend X amount of dollars with us. So if you want to download our app and register on our site, we'll give you $20, for example. This is what that company paid, $20. Now, I don't want to go play in boggle tournaments and stuff like that, but I wouldn't mind $20. So I went over and tested it. 7 minutes later, I had $20. That $20 is going to go right into your DS Domination account. You can use it to take it, go home, you know, go to dinner, whatever. You can take it and buy credits for lead generation in the marketing extreme. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your money. But what we said is, you know, the average person needs to win, and some people won't have money to even get going and buy the upper levels and stuff like that. So if that's the case, while they're waiting, if they want to go fill out these CPA offers and make some money, cool. And, you know, in the CPA offer world, there's bizarro CPA offers and there's legitimate ones. And we know the legitimate ones, and we're going to be loading those back there for you guys as you progress up through. Now, I'll come back to Kevin in just a second, but I want to talk to the marketers that are on this call. Again, there's two mainstream things going on here. One, there's go learn how to make great money on eBay. And as Kevin was talking, I was thinking about this. I was thinking the only reason somebody wouldn't do this is they don't know the feel or the flavor of it. Maybe you tried to list something on eBay and it just never sold. Or maybe you're like, I get that I can put items up and make money, but how are they going to find my items? I'm in a sea of items. Well, what you'll learn is the titles and stuff dictate that, and you're trained how to do that, and you're going to make sales. But I'll give you an example. I go by this gas station. I stop in there every now and then, and I don't know, pick up a bagel or something crazy. And when I go in there, imagine I'll I'm in the gas station, okay, and imagine there's all these products on the shelf. Typical gas station store, right? Candy bars, and there's coffee in the back, and soda in the back, and it's attached to a Pizza Hut, and there's whatever. There's juices in the fridge, there's a beer cooler in the back, et cetera, et cetera. And we'll call that inside of that gas station, that convenience store, we'll call that eBay. All those products are items that you could list on eBay. So do you list the Rolos or the candy bar or the juice or the Busch Light beer or the gas station sandwiches? What do you list? Well, you get trained to be able to go, you know what? Every other person that come in here is getting a cup of coffee. And, okay, I'll list that cup of coffee because I know that has a high aptitude to sell. And then you list the cup of coffee, and the cup of coffee sells, and you drop ship to the customer, if you get that example. So if you're leery, like, you know, okay, I can put some stuff on eBay, but does anybody really buy it? Well, take a look at, reflect back on the people that I showed you that are selling like crazy, and they have no special skill set beyond the training that I provided for them. Okay? So there's no thinking in it. There's no, what do I sell? I'm going to show you what to sell. Well, what do I do about the title? I'm going to show you how to create a title. What do I put the price on? I'm going to show you what to put the price at. Okay? So there's no thought process to it. What it really comes down to is do you want to take any sort of action in your life? Because compared to everything else, I'll tell you, if this isn't the thing for you, unless you're a programmer for NASA or something, I would just get off the internet or just use Facebook or something. Because you're looking to make money on the internet, I wouldn't look anymore. There's not going to be anything easier and as lucrative as what's sitting in front of your screen right here. So with that, Kev, I'll throw it back to you for any final thoughts, and then we can go into questions. But as an affiliate type marketer, I've done this in the past. You're not going to see anything more lucrative than 2 sales, and the rest of the money you're in the profit for life. And the upgrades here, if you're selling, think of yourself, if you're selling at the pro 1995 level and you start making some sales, and you see the videos on how everybody else is making $10, $50, $100 a sale, and you're hanging at $5, $10 a sale, and they're making a lot more money, you're obviously going to upgrade. Now, if you're an affiliate person and you have somebody sign up for $19.95 and they're going to upgrade 9 times out of 10 or whatever the upgrade rate's going to be. Now, Kevin showed you 30%. That's without an email going out. That's without a video going out. That's like day one. So we're going to push that 30% very, very high because it's a product that works. So the question is, as an affiliate, can you make a $19.95 sale, or can you put a post on Facebook, or can you put a post on Twitter or send out a dang email? So you guys are going to make very, very lucrative money. And that diagram, Kevin, if you still have it, I kind of noticed something interesting about it. If you can bring that up, Kevin, the hypothetical 30%, 30%, 30% upgrades that we're seeing. And you see there the total is 1423 and 800 residual. Well, first, that means that some of these products are just buy at one time and some of them are monthly. But 800, okay, the difference between 1423 and 800, $623, okay? So if 800 is residual, 800 times 12 is 9,600, all right? Plus the 623 you made on the one-time sale, that's over 10 grand for a year for 1995 sales. Now, coming from an industry on $500, $1,000 buy-ins where I was able to bring over 200 people, I understand that 30 might seem like a lot of sales to people. First, not at $19.95. Second, not with the training in the extreme, one-click lead packages and stuff like that, and not with the training that we're going to be rolling out. We want you to be successful as an affiliate growing this. So 30 is not a difficult number. And I'll tell you, 99% of this call is not going to get a $10,000 Christmas bonus. Now, speaking of Christmas, it is August 25th. That's a fact. I guess depending on where you're at, because we have the world on here. But August 25th, where I'm at in North Carolina. Sometime in September, depending on where you're at, the weather's going to break and it's going to get cold if it hasn't already. And I'm going to train you on what to do when the weather gets cold. And then that's a buying season, all right? The weather changes. September is a buying season. October is a buying season. 3/4 of November is a buying season, bracket Thanksgiving, close bracket. The beginning of December is the buying season. Do you want to get your account up and established right now over the next few months to head into the craziest thing you ever seen, where you could throw a piece of licorice on your front lawn and someone on eBay is going to buy it? All right. I had to take my last 2 years of my career off at Christmas time because it was overwhelming for me. There was just whatever I wanted to make. Okay. But after a while, I had enough money. I just wanted to celebrate Christmas in December. I didn't want to make any money. So anyway, that's my description, I guess. So Kev, back to you.
Awesome, man. I was going through some of these questions. There's so many good questions out there, and there's a lot of people want to know marketing and how we're going to market this with them and for them. And for those of you who are on here, for the marketers who are going to be affiliates with us, I'm going to tell you this: we have lead generation. It's insane the amount of leads we can generate. And so we're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars already in advertising. And we're going to be opening that up to you guys in the next few days to where you can get spots on co-ops and generate leads to your capture pages, okay, for DS Domination. Now, I'm going to answer this question before it pops up because I know a lot of people are in a lot of different things. A lot of people are, you might be promoting some other company, and that's cool. We want you to keep doing that. So what we did was we built this out to where when we generate you a lead, it can go on your autoresponder accounts. It can go on your GetResponse accounts, your Aweber accounts. If you don't know what those are, don't worry about it. But for my marketers on here, you guys know what those are, and you know that they're just essential to your online marketing business. So what we do is when we generate that lead, we'll follow up with them on DS Domination for you. But if you've got something else going on, if you're doing some other program, promote it. They're on your list. They're your leads. So we're really excited about that, and you don't see that anywhere else. There's no other company that can do a sustained co-op generation because no other company can generate the leads that we do. In fact, a lot of these guys come to us for leads. So that's the situation, and I'm really excited about that because I can't wait to see not only what someone's doing in DS Domination and the sales they're doing and the money they're making on eBay, and I can't wait to see the checks going out to them and all this stuff. I can't wait to see that, but I also can't wait to hear people tell me like, look, I was failing in this other company for 3 years, and now I'm doing really good in it because you guys provided me with leads. You generated traffic for me, and you taught me how to build a list, and you pretty much did it for me. Those are the things that I want to hear coming back from our members, because we're not here to just sell you DS Domination and say, get in here and just do this. We want you to do whatever you're doing. We don't want to be a hindrance to that. We want to get money in your pocket any way we possibly can. That's our goal. Get money in your pocket. Get you paid. That's our goal. So I'm pretty excited about the direction we're going with that and how we're going to be able to help you guys out. So I just keep getting a lot of questions on building a business and stuff like that. And it's not easy to generate leads and generate traffic. We make it look easy at times, and you see other people make it look easy, but there's a huge learning curve, guys. And so we're in a situation where we can do that for you and with you, and we've got the systems in place where they're actually your leads. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting a lot of monopoly praise from people that are on here. If you guys can, Kevin, if you can scroll down to the bottom after I ask this question, there's some people on here that have been, in here 48 hours, and, nobody would ask this question after 48 hours. But can you go ahead, if you've been in here for, a day or two and you've already made sales with this, can you just go ahead and post a little blurb in there? Hey, I sold this, I put up this, I made this amount, stuff like that, and just give them, 30 seconds to type that out, Kevin. And if you want to rattle them off, because I know it's this guy, just know how it works. It's going to be in there. I mean, I'm so in tune with eBay and stuff like that after 10 years. I mean, Christmas is funny here. My wife has a lot of trouble shopping for me because I know the price of everything. That doesn't matter, but it's like, oh, where'd you get that? That Bath and Beyond, you paid $69.95 for it. You could have got $49.95 here. So she hates me for that. But I rolled all of the detailed training. I mean, who knew that if you have to return a product because the customer doesn't like it or something like that, you can actually make even more money on the customer return than you did selling the dang thing in the first place. Who knew that? Who knew that there's a way to get your fees reduced on eBay? I mean, who knew that, right?
Crazy.
And this is all in the training. I mean, it's just incredibly lucrative what you can do in here. Kevin, how are the responses for
They're coming back. Troy's like, yep. Javier's like, first sale in 4 hours. Peg sold a grill. Danny's, yep, 3 sales. Sold 4 alarm clocks in 2 days from Alessandro. Dave is sold 3 water coolers. Let's see. 3 days, reached my eBay selling limits. $22 posted. Sold, just a big sold there. They're just flooding in. 25 sales on eBay in the last 24 hours. Jeremy, you rock, my friend. I made my first sale today, $39 kitchen floor mat. David, congratulations. How much did you make on that, David? First sale, how much did you make on that first sale? And there's tons more. I want to get David's. I want to get David's response.
Well, while David's typing that out, look at the difference. Now, all those people that rhyme that often, imagine a traditional company where they went out and they sold, I don't know, a juice. Okay, a traditional network marketing company went out and they sold a juice and they put that in there, and are they more apt to go out and try and get more people to get the juice, or are they like, Mom, you got to see this. I know that you wanted some extra money for retirement. I'm making 10, 20, 50, 100,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. It's just going to go viral because it changes the outlook, right? It becomes a good movie. You want to share it because it's a good thing. It's a good thing overall. And I've got to experience, I did it last night. I won't go too much into it tonight, but I could tell you, you put in 4 words in the chat, I can tell you a story on some sort of successful thing that's happened with people I've worked with on eBay, all up and down the coast. And I did 3 or 4, whatever the question was. I was like, interesting. Let me give you a story about that. I just ran them off last night. I'll hold the stories back today, but just hundreds of them, not thousands of people that lives have changed.
This is amazing. Just that one question, who's sold items since they've been in here. There's like 30 responses in here. I couldn't even go through them all if I wanted to. This is crazy. Now I got a question, guys. How many of you are in here that have made money, that are new to eBay, made money? It's your first time ever making money online. Even if you've been in network marketing companies before and failed, how many of you have made money for your first time on eBay? Nice.
Yeah, that's a neat one too, Kevin. I got one in my inbox today asking for somebody. They wanted me to mentor them. They said they had never, ever made a penny, and now they're making great money. And then we have 2 people that asked if they could come out and shadow me and stuff like that. And it's cool, but all the training is right there, and it's a good feeling for me.
Well, and it's funny, guys. There's, and by the way, everyone's coming back going, me, yep, first I have, just did it. Me, money signs, yep, this is awesome. It's just cool. I wish they could see the chat, you know what I mean? But here's what I want you guys to understand too, moving forward. For those of you who are in here, for those of you who are building, for those of you who are looking to promote this as an affiliate, what's really, really cool about this, and I hear Hitesh, so we're going to pull Hitesh out here in a minute. We got to get him since he made an appearance. We got to get him out here. But
well, actually, I'm going to comment on something really quick that you just said. We wish that we could show you guys this, right? Well, I just took a screenshot of all the people.
I knew this was coming.
And we can actually show you of all the people that have been getting results. So you know what? I'm just going to make myself a presenter for a second because I really want people to see this.
Yeah, this is cool.
I was just going through it, and I was like, wait a minute, I'll surprise Kevin, take a screenshot. I'm like, how am I going to get a screenshot?
Too slow, Roger. Too slow. All right. Can you see the screen now? This is, as you can see, just the number of people who posted in less than a minute, telling us that they've already been making sales in the past 24 hours or so, just using this.
Nice.
So this is insane.
Guys, give these guys, if you're sitting there in front of your computer, give everyone on here a round of applause. Not me, Roger, and Hitesh. Give all these guys who are making sales and getting stuff, just clap to yourself because this is awesome.
Yes.
I love it,
You
man.
know,
I
I'll
love
tell a
it.
Honestly,
story. I'll
when
tell a
have you ever
story
seen
about it.
anything like this before? And here's the thing, there's more than this. This is just what I could capture. And I had to make my question box way bigger than it is by default to get all of these in already. It's just crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, yeah. There's a guy on here that he sold a product, and he's actually in the screenshot. He sold his first product. I think he made $6 or $8 on it. And he goes, I don't know why I'm so excited. I'm making $6 or $8. I usually make 10 or 20,000 on a house deal. And I said, I know that's kind of funny, but at the same time, you have something that's duplicatable, and you can add zeros onto that, and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars. That's why you're so excited, and you're doing it from home. That's why you're so excited. He knows who he is. I won't call him out on the call, but awesome. Look at that screenshot. You can't fake that, guys.
Oh,
That's
too
real
cool,
time.
man.
That's literally from 2 minutes ago.
And and then a lot of people come back there clapping. So I love you guys. It was awesome. Now, what's really cool though about and Hitesh, I want to hear Hitesh talk, and I kind of want to see a doodle drawing from Hitesh. But if you guys got to understand something, if you're in the elite training, especially I'm going to talk to my marketers again. All right, for the elite training, let's say someone's in elite and they haven't quite pulled the trigger on any of the other products. Okay. We're going to be doing tons of training that applies to those different levels. What's back there now, it's not done. There is so much back there to do. Every time I talk to Roger, he's like, man, there's so much we need to put back here. And we're going to be having webinars that are private to those groups. If you're in at the elite level, there'll be webinars for you guys. Okay. And if you're in at the monopoly level, there'll be webinars for you guys. And we're going to pack this thing out to the point where, if you can't make 10,000 a month with it, then I don't know what's going on there, So it's just exciting because I'll sit there with Roger and he'll tell me this and I'll be like, prove it. And he'll go, oh yeah? And he'll go on eBay and he'll send me like 2-second, 3-second video after video after video on Skype going, look at this, I can buy this and sell that and sell this. And it's just like, oh my Lord. So you guys have no idea what's coming down the pipeline. And again, for those marketers, imagine if somebody's, if they're not all in, they don't have everything. They're not all in. They're not in Monopoly. They're not all the way up to Monopoly. And we do a webinar with everybody and give them a little bit of what's going to be inside of Monopoly and actually open that up and show them just a little bit. We're going to make you guys a lot of money when they upgrade. It's just the best situation to be in. Anyone you refer has the biggest chance of making money with this system. Hands down. You can't put them in another company and expect them to make money. It's difficult.
This
it's
is
hard.
one of the things that you can go out, you can actually tell your parents about. You can go and tell your parents, you can tell your friends, your brothers, your sisters, whoever. You can say, hey, listen, here's something that you can do, selling stuff on eBay. This is not about, really just keep this in your mind. Our first aim is to make our customers successful. This is not just about, oh, look, you can go out and you can make all this money by being an affiliate and promoting it. You can. That's obvious, okay? That's obvious for anybody to see. Who would not want this? But the fact of the matter is this is one of those things that you can very proudly post on your Facebook wall and not worry about what your friends are going to think because you're pushing another juice on them or you're pushing another supplement on them or something like that. This is something you can actually really use to help them, and this is something they can actually enjoy doing. They're not going to feel like you're just telling them something stupid. In fact, here's the thing. I know of a lot of people, and a lot of people will tell me somebody in their family or some friend that they know is selling on eBay. And they're always kind of like, you hear them talk about it, and you can tell they kind of feel a little envious about it almost. They're like, oh, I wish I could sell on eBay, right? But this is how easy it is. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than this. All you have to do is just use this product, use the training, and then we have all the software coming out, which is the part that we haven't really gone into a whole lot of detail about. And there was a question I saw earlier where somebody said, can we outsource this? Can we hire somebody in another part of the world to do this for us? Well, guess what? You probably won't even have to, because the software that we're going to be releasing to go with this at no extra cost, by the way, that'll be just a part of this, is going to let you do that on pretty much autopilot. It's going to manage your listings, it's going to look at your listings, it's going to resize your images if you have to. It does all of that stuff for you, pretty much an entire autopilot, and you don't pay a penny extra for it. So I don't know if that's not value, I don't know what else ever will be.
And I'll add, you don't want to outsource it because you have to give them access to your eBay account and almost access to your PayPal account.
Yep.
If that's the case. And Also, when they're logging in another part of the world, so you're going to get a security block on eBay, and you're going to have to get on Skype and get the code and give them the code and everything else. It's a nightmare. When I got 2,500 listings near the retirement stage, I would hire people that would come over and list for me physically in my house because I couldn't give them access to my eBay account because they could just destroy it or take it or steal it or whatever. So we're going to give you all the tools that Hitesh is describing, so, one-click stuff.
Yep. Really, I'm telling you, as somebody from India, I don't trust outsourced people. I don't trust anybody.
And guys, we gotta give it up here for Terrence. Check out in the comment box. Terrence says, I have a product and I've raised the price 4 times because I couldn't keep up with the sales. The products cost $12 and I'm selling it for 24. When have you guys ever been in a situation where you couldn't keep up with the demand of people wanting to join your network marketing company or buy your thing? Terrence has that problem. Terrence, you rock, brother. Got to raise the price 4 times. Come on. Where else can you do that, guys? Seriously.
There it is. There it is.
I'm just astounded. I'm just reading through all these other questions and all these other comments coming in. Somebody's asking, Jibril wants to know, can you make this money just at the 1995 level? Actually, yes. In fact, I can tell you that I would say 90% of the things that are on here that you see in this chat box right now, these are all coming from pro users. These are not from people who have spent thousands of dollars for us to disclose these secrets, which now I feel like we probably should have charged thousands of dollars for. But this is the result that people are getting just from using the basic stuff. And here's what happens. You think any one of these people who just posted in our chat is going to now say, oh, yeah, I made all this money, but now I'm going to quit it? Absolutely not. They're going to not just stick with it. They're actually going to go ahead. They're going to get elite. They're going to start increasing their profit margins. They're going to get unleashed. They're going to get a lot more product sources. They're going to start learning to sell it on other places in addition to just eBay. And then when they're ready for the big time, they're going to go get Monopoly and they're going to start doing, who knows, 6 figures or something like that just on Amazon. And that's really the whole premise behind the way we built DS Domination. This is the upside down model. We're not going out and giving you all the stuff to help you go and make sales for us. We are telling you we are here to give you stuff to help make sales for you. And that's all you're going to do. You're going to make sales for yourself. You're going to keep all the money. And we just want your goodwill. And just when you're ready, share the word on Facebook and we can just keep growing. And that's how I think we're going to grow. We're going to grow very organically, very naturally, without any of the usual sales gimmicks that go into this stuff.
Speaking of that, Hitesh, how are we growing 48 hours in?
48 hours in. We're actually close to 1,000 paid members already. That's within 2 days when we have been actually not even fully 2 days yet. And we've actually been down for part of that because we were putting up the new SSL certificate. We were doing some security upgrades. We've been doing all that stuff within that time. We've had almost 1,000 members now. We are well on track for, I'm actually pretty positive, we're going to do over 6 figures before the end of this month, just in this time. And by the way, that's just the people who are signing up to DS Domination. That's not the totals of money that people are making just selling on Amazon and eBay. I mean, that's where the real money is. I really want to focus even more than just on what DS Domination as a company is doing. I really want to focus on what our members are doing. I mean, our members are getting sales there. I mean, the actual turnover of what our members are doing is insane right now.
Yeah. I recognize some of these folks that have made sales, and I'm seeing them on Facebook posting that they've made sales, and I know that they have folks that are signing up through them, and now they're making affiliate money from people that are joining, and I'm assuming taking value from helping people, and those people are making sales. I think Troy on here, I think Peggy posted on Troy's Facebook thing that she had gotten it, and I think she's the one in this chat here that posted she made a sales. And she'll go out and make sales. She'll share it on her wall, and somebody else. It's great. It's just great.
Look, Tanya just posted as well. So Tanya Oliver just posted, and she said, so she has a listing up. She has 63 listed items. This is from her past 30 days. 63 listed items, 69 sales, $2,515 in payments.
Wow, amazing.
Oh, wow.
Love it. Love it. Look at Jenny down here, $4,000 in sales, and she's ready to go to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah. house payments being made, car payments being made, health care being paid for. Awesome. Awesome.
And this webinar is being recorded, right? And right, Kevin?
Absolutely.
Okay, and we're going to do a step better than that. We will turn this into something that you can share with your affiliate ID at the end. So if you want to share this with your list, or you want to share it on Facebook, anything like that, you'll be able to do it with your affiliate ID attached to it. So anybody who watches the webinar and they see this and they're ready to go with this, they will be able to just sign up, and you will get credited for that, because I see like 2 questions about that already. And yes, you can do this outside of the US. You can be outside the US and totally do this, but make sure you actually watch the videos first, because in the videos, there is a slight difference in the process for somebody who is not based in the US. We do cover that in the videos. Roger does an excellent job of explaining it, but you need to watch that, okay? Watch that training, then apply it, and just go with it.
Yeah, we're already seeing international sales all over the place. You will be selling on eBay.com, and you will be using the American suppliers. But you're able to put your item location as listed in the U.S. So buyers and purchasers are comfortable that the item is in the U.S. and you're not misleading anyone because the suppliers are in the U.S. So yeah, absolutely international. I've trained people Costa Rica, Mike in Japan, Blanca, and just I'll grab their screenshots. And I've been grabbing screenshots and testimonials. We'll put together a video talking about sales video, Hitesh. That one's coming out tomorrow.
Well, yeah. We actually have a new sales video that we'll be putting out tomorrow. And in addition to that, actually, I don't want to even just stop there. I'm going to keep going because in the next week, we actually have a ton of different upgrades and updates. And I'm talking about stuff that will be very visible, not just about background stuff that we are doing to streamline things more. We have all these upgrades and updates coming out. But one thing that you guys need to be prepared for is there's going to be a massive boost in conversions because we're putting out all these tools, like using this webinar actually as a sales device. You'll be able to use this webinar with your affiliate ID, and we will have this new sales video coming out, which is going to convert even better than what we have right now, which we are actually converting really well at this point, talking about all the marketing side. But in September, starting September, we will actually be coming out with the first monthly contest. And the monthly contest is going to give you guys the opportunity to get on a leaderboard. We're going to have different conditions and different qualifications, and everybody who hits that, you're going to get all sorts of prizes and all sorts of awards, ranging from iPads to ATVs, four-wheelers, getting a new computer, or even up to a new car. Okay? And this is not just a car like we are saying, oh, get this many sales, we're going to give you a lease on a car and we'll pay the lease for it, and then we claim that we gave you a car. This is actually going to be your car paid for you. So we're going to be starting in September as well. And I just want everybody to be psyched for that, because this is the type of results we're already getting. This is something that we feel so happy about, so comfortable sharing. We're more than happy to give away the house just to get you guys excited about sharing this.
Yeah, and if you're going to win the car, win it someplace beautiful, because I want to hand deliver the car. So
yes.
Hawaiian, so it's hard. I'd like to go to Europe, Australia, anywhere. I'd like to hand deliver it. So if you're
somewhere exotic and fun.
Yeah. If you're in the Yukon in Canada, please feel free not to compete. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, and just to answer one more question, because we're talking about the level of what you can do, let me talk about the speed of how quickly you can do this, just in case there are people on here like Bernie, who just had this question. You can start selling on eBay literally within the first hour of joining DS Domination. All you have to do is go through, watch the videos, and start doing the process. That's it. It doesn't take longer than that. It's not a long, convoluted process. You're going to be able to do it very, very quickly right off the bat.
Yeah, and it's my computer screen in the training. And I'm literally like, go on the top right, go to ebay.com. You're watching this on my computer screen. You're on your computer. You're watching my computer screen. Go to ebay.com. Top right, watch me click the sell button. You click the sell button. Okay, pick a category. And I click on a category, and you click on a category. Then I say, okay, we're going to put a title in. Here's how we're going to do the title, and you watch me do a title. And here's how we're going to bring the photo over, and you watch me do it. Here's how we're going to bring it, and you watch me do it, and you watch my computer screen. Right to submit. And that video is available for you 24/7 over and over and over again. And then I talk about how to ship, and you watch me ship it, and you watch me return it, you watch me do everything. It's not something you read and try and figure out. You watch me do every single step in every single video.
It's really, really detailed. I've gone through it, and a part of me is like, I wish he would make a different video series, because I'm just like itching, right? And I'm fairly advanced, so I'm kind of like, okay, that's basic stuff. Go ahead, go to the better stuff. But it's really, really, really detailed, and it's very, step by step, point by point. So if you don't know anything about eBay, you don't know anything about most of the stuff, you will be able to understand the whole thing, okay, from scratch. But the other good thing is, you're talking to the guys who are in charge of the stuff, okay? So Kevin is in charge of some stuff here. Roger is in charge of the product. Kevin is really in charge of making us look more legitimate and nice. And I'm in charge of the coding stuff. But the benefit is that when we receive feedback from you guys, when somebody says, hey, maybe you can make this change in the platform, or in this video, if you could cover this, that would be easier, we actually take that advice very seriously. And we go in, we make those changes. Tonight, actually, Roger and Kevin will be going ahead and making new videos, making some changes to existing videos, just to make things even easier and even simpler. So this is not like a fixed thing that you bought once and now you got to make do with it. This is a living, breathing organization. You're going to give us your advice. We want to work with you on this, and we're going to make changes based on that. And this is going to keep growing.
And most network marketing companies, you guys have probably been involved in. It takes them, it's like ridiculous to get them to change and or improve anything. They got to pay some guy who lives in a cave $5,000 an hour, and they're held hostage to the people that designed their back office or their comp plan or whatever. We make changes quick. So when somebody comes across and says, "Hey, Kevin," or we need, I'd love to see this back there. Can you do that? Guys, we are on it, and we love that stuff because we're here to improve. And the only way we're going to improve is if we get feedback from you and suggestions from you, and we'll go in those directions. You guys can steer the ship just as much as we can. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know I've been very frustrated with other things I've been involved in because they won't make the necessary changes to improve their business. They don't get it. They're sitting there in a tie and suit in a corporate office. That's not us. We're here to just support you guys.
I am the guy in the cave here.
Yeah, Hitesh is in the cave. In fact,
and instead of, and I'm the one being held hostage by these guys. So something goes wrong, I have to fix it right then. So you guys have nothing to worry about.
He is in the cave. In fact, I think one of your Skype posts to me yesterday was, "I'm going back to my cave now. Let me know if you need anything." But yeah, awesome stuff. And for those of you who are making money, I'm actually for those of you who are new here and making money already, I'm sending out a chat to everybody. And let me see. I'm going to send out a chat to everybody and just read it and shoot me off an email.
Awesome. And guys, throughout the week as we start getting launched up and all kinds of members in here, I'll be doing webinars again at each level. And you'll see me, if you're on the pro level, you'll be on the pro webinar, and you will see me go to the site and execute everything that's in all the step-by-step videos and find items after items after items after items and sellers and thousands of dollars. And if you're in the elite, I would want to be in the elite for this. You're going to watch me go find $100 money making items, $100 money making items, $100 money making live on a webinar. And they won't be pre-set up because I always do them like, when I do a sales video, when I was straight selling eBay, I would do some free research and go, okay, look at all this, awesome. I go in that direction. But now I'm going to be like naturally just going on there and seeing what you guys go through and say, okay, look, I'm looking at this person. I don't see him making a lot of money, so I'm going to go over to this person. Okay, look at that. I'm going to show you exactly my mindset, and within 30, 40 minutes, we'll have seen a way to make thousands of dollars next week. And it's at every single level. I'm going to be doing those webinars depending on what level you're at. And when I do the Monopoly one, I highly suggest you have Monopoly when I do that webinar. So, awesome.
Awesome. Okay, so Lisa, let me answer this question because I love answering this question. This is one of my favorite questions, which is, will the system become saturated? Okay, and I really like this question because it does address something very realistic, right? We all fear saturation, but the number of people, if today there were 1,000 more sellers on eBay, starting tonight, let's say in the next 10 minutes there were 1,000 more sellers on eBay, what is that, Roger? Maybe that's a drop in the bucket. I mean, that won't even make a blip on eBay because that's how big eBay is right now. Okay, so that's nothing in terms of saturation as it is. But the other thing is, part of the reason why we structured this in the sense of pro to elite and so on and so forth is because it is bigger and bigger markets. Okay, so when you start out with pro, okay, you start out basically in, I'd say, like a bathtub. Okay, so you start out in this bathtub when you start out with pro. Okay, all it is really just using Amazon and eBay. That's the basic gist of it. And the idea behind that is because we want to keep it very simple and easy to understand. We don't want to confuse you with a lot of stuff. Well, when you go on to the elite side, well, now you're in an Olympic swimming pool. And now you have, let me put this ladder here because this is a swimming pool, okay? It goes down deep and you want the ladder. No diving. Okay. So now you have this Olympic pool, and now you have this whole new world that opens up. Okay, we're not just sticking with eBay and Amazon. We are sticking with we have a bunch of different sources now. We have a bunch of different sources of products. We have a bunch of different places and strategies now to sell those products. And again, all of this is done without inventory. You're not buying the stuff first. In each case, you actually are going to be selling first, getting the money in, and then you will be spending the money that you already made to get the product. So you just keep the profit. There's nothing better than that out there. Okay, now after this, when you go towards Unleashed, now Unleashed is like your own private lake. Okay, it's like this, your own private lake. There's the mountains in the background. Actually, the mountains should be brown. So you have these mountains in the background, and you have trees on the side, and you have now all these other extra things happening alongside just all the selling on eBay. Now you actually have other sources, including Google itself, where you're making all of these sales, okay? And that's basically what happens in Unleashed. Now, what happens with Monopoly is basically a whole other planet, okay? It's not even the ocean. Now you're on a whole different planet, which is just made of water, okay? That's all that's there. And Monopoly is all about you breaking into the largest marketplace that exists, but there's something even better about that. It's not just the largest marketplace. Amazon, where you'll be selling this, is actually the marketplace where only buyers exist. There's very, very few sellers, relatively speaking. There's no chance of it getting saturated, and they keep the bar very high. So the only people who are actually able to get onto Amazon are people who either understand a lot and know a lot, or have huge companies and structures and all this thing in their, their whole platform in place, or they are working with somebody like us who have the answers, who have the systems in place to let you do this. So you already have this thing going on where you have basically this whole saturation issue tackled just in the way that we grow. But there is another philosophical difference between this, okay? So let me just clarify that Monopoly is basically a planet that is just full of water, okay? But let me address this in a more philosophical sense as well. Everybody fears saturation, but actually saturation is something that in a free market can almost never happen. And that's what we are dealing with here. The internet is really the free market, okay? When there is a demand, there's going to be people who will be able to sell stuff. And when there is enough sellers in a market, the competition will make the price go down, it will not be as profitable, and then people will fall off. And someday later, that market will resurface, okay? That's what happens. So what's going to happen is, you'll start selling on eBay, and let's say, hypothetically speaking, 50,000 people go and start selling on eBay right now. Well, what will happen is a lot of them will focus on certain specific products, okay? And the competition on those specific products is going to keep driving the price down until there are not a lot of those selling on eBay. But that's not what you are doing, and that's not what we are teaching you to do. What we are trying to teach you to do instead is we are going to diversifying right from the beginning. You're not a one-trick pony. You're not going to be selling one product on eBay and hoping that you sell enough of it. You're going to be actually, in real time, finding very specific products that are going to keep generating income for you for a long period of time. But if 5 of them die off, let's say you made 30 products and 5 of them die off a week from now because of saturation, you still have 25 others making you money, and you're still posting more stuff. And the purpose of the software that we're putting out is to help you identify and manage those listings. So in case a listing becomes less profitable, is no longer profitable, you can just close it down right away, and our software will tell you when it's time to do that. But once you have done this enough, you will realize that this is not really as simple of a matter of, oh, there's enough sellers, now I can't do anything. This is really a matter of, oh, there's a lot of sellers here, it must be really profitable, let me see what I can do. Okay, it's like the classic thing. You see a hot dog seller standing in a busy carnival area or something where there's a lot of people gathered. You can go and open up your hot dog stand right next to the guy and sell it for 30 cents less and make it a little more tastier, and you can start selling it as well. It's not really a matter of saturation. It's really a matter of finding those opportunities and then taking advantage of those opportunities. And one day, I really hope to have 50,000 people on a webinar and teach about free market and all the details, and hopefully we can change the whole economic system and how things have been going. But I'm done. I'm off of my soapbox or whatever it is, which I never understood. Why is it called a soapbox? Who would want to stand on a soapbox? It's made of plastic, it'll crack, and it's probably really slippery because there's a soap in it. So anyway, I'm done. Go ahead.
Awesome. You got some fans here, Hitesh. They're all like, Hitesh, you rock. Love it.
Thank you.
Hitesh is busy Googling the answer to the soapbox question right now.
Oh, I'm actually not Googling it at all. I'm actually showing a person who's standing on a soapbox. And then what happens is he slips off the soapbox because the soapbox is very slippery. So the point is, do not get on a soapbox.
I'm telling you guys, all our webinars end with doodles.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll answer a different way.
No, my way was better. We don't want to hear it, Roger.
No, numbers. First of all, Amazon has alone 21,855,577 items. Okay.
Wait.
So
Say that again, please.
21,855,577 items. All right. So if we had 100,000 members doing this, all right, negating title variation, negating prices, negating how people find you from Google, Yahoo, Bing, negating all of that, and we have 100,000 members. That's 200 items you could each individually sell, which is $1,000 a month. Okay. We hope to have 100,000 members one day, but by the time we get to 100,000, 75,000 will be out selling things from other sites. So saturation, impossible.
We should make a movie, Saturation Impossible.
Whose answer was better now?
My answer is better. I bet everybody loves. Look, you give people a comic book and you give them a thesis, everybody chooses the comic book, and that's why I use my doodles.
Let's vote on it, guys. Hitesh or Roger? Let's vote on it in the chat.
No, I lose every time. Don't.
No. Please vote for Roger.
Free cookies.
He's the guy who does the training, so you better vote for Roger. Although I had built the platform, so I can do a lot of damage.
There you go. You guys realize, like, the numbers keep going up on the webinar?
Yeah.
The amount of people on here.
We should give a 3-day notice for the webinar. Actually, we ourselves only had a 24-hour notice for the webinar because we did a webinar yesterday, and then we had somebody say, hey, can you do a webinar tomorrow? And we were like, okay, sure, we'll do a webinar tomorrow. So we did not know we would be doing a webinar this fast.
Yeah, we'll do them every day.
And again, I'm getting more questions on is this going to be recorded? Definitely recorded, guys, and Hitesh is going to work some magic and make it so you can send out the recording of this webinar with your affiliate ID at the end of it. And if somebody goes and watches it and joins DS Domination, which they all will, you'll get the credit for it. Pretty cool.
Yep. And we are also doing one more thing, which I'm just going to throw out there. I'm not going to give you a timeline on it, but it'll be pretty soon, within the next 7 days. But when we have a live webinar, we will be actually giving you the ability to tag people to yourself. So when you invite somebody on a live webinar, those people will actually, on the live webinar, we'll tell them, okay, now go here and sign up. But when they sign up, they will actually be given to you as well because they'll be tagged to you automatically. Okay, so we will actually be able to do that with live webinars as well as pre-recorded webinars. Mary wants to know, do you all ever sleep? And the answer to that is yes. Kevin and Roger both sleep very well.
Yes. We sleep for Hitesh. We sleep for him.
Yeah, we were talking about
I'm
this earlier.
going to be sleeping very soon. Actually, we just want to get through the launch period, want to make sure that we have no bugs and issues in the system. And as of right now, there have been no new sign-up issues, no new tracking issues, no nothing like that whatsoever. So I think I am looking forward to a good night's sleep very soon.
Me and Raj will have to
Knock
take
on
that
wood.
for you.
I know you've been doing that for me. I was trying to call you yesterday. Second, somebody answered the phone. No one would answer.
No, I was sleeping, guys. I gotta get my beauty rest.
Yeah.
I got a couple hours of sleep for you, man. You'll be all right.
Well, guys, I know from experience because my 6-year-old, she just missed the cutoff time, is getting walked to the school bus at 7 a.m. Kindergarten starting, so I know from experience that for a lot of you, school starts tomorrow. So congratulations on that. But what a great way to make sure you're home all the time. Then right here, I got to watch my 2 daughters born and growing up from my game room here where I work, and got to be home for every single first word, first food, first walk, first everything. And, if you have kids out there, newborns, great opportunity, but it's a great opportunity for retirement, for anything, for extra income. And with that, I will leave and go give my daughter a kiss. Good night, guys.
That sounds awesome. All right, guys.
Awesome. That's actually the exact same thing that happened with me as well. That's actually why I started working online too. Except I have 3 boys, not 2 girls. But I'm assuming 2 girls are a little harder than 3 boys.
All right, guys. I think that is a wrap. For those of you who are not in DS Domination, don't get off the call and just go back to whatever you're doing. Get with the person who put you on here. If you're watching the recording, sign up below right now, guys. Get in. Look at that. Look at that screenshot. That's tonight on the webinar, guys. Get in. There's no reason to wait. Let's start it right now. All right. With that, guys, love you, and I'm gonna hop off.
Yep. All right, everybody, have a great night or great day if you're somewhere else in the world, and we will talk with you guys hopefully in another webinar, and we will announce another webinar soon, and we will send you an email if you're a DS Domination member. If you're not a DS Domination member, become one so you can get the notification, and you're free to invite any of your friends, anybody else who would be interested in this. Invite them over to the webinar and tell them you're going to show them some doodles by an Indian, and it'll be fun, and that's what we'll do. So all of you have a great night or great day, and we will talk with you soon.
Night, guys.
The organizer has ended